Have you ever entered a trade only for the market to reverse and stop you out? What if I told you there is a simple pattern that can catch those reversals early and put you on the right side of the market? It is called the Quasimodo strategy. And in this video, I will show you exactly how it works. So hold on, immediately after our intro, we'll dash straight to the main point. Welcome back to AFTechTrades. If you are new here, this channel is all about trading strategies and market insight that help you trade smarter. By the end of this video, you will know how to spot the Quasimodo pattern, how to trade it step by step, and how to manage your risks like a pro. Let's dive in. Now, what is the Quasimodo strategy? The Quasimodo pattern, also known as the over and under pattern, is a powerful reversal setup. It forms when the market makes a series of higher highs and higher lows, but then suddenly shift and create a lower low. That break of structure signals that the trend is losing strength, and the Quasimodo level gives us a high probability entry for the reversal. Now we need to know how this pattern forms. First of all, we have two types of these Quasimodo patterns. We have the bullish Quasimodo pattern and the bearish Quasimodo pattern. So how does the bullish Quasimodo pattern form? For a bullish to bearish reversal, here is the sequence. Price creates higher highs and then pulls back for a higher low. This price push up again for a new higher high. Suddenly drops, breaking below the previous higher low. That is your lower low. Finally, price pulls back to retest the level. That retest is our Quasimodo entry point for a sell trade. The bullish version works in the opposite direction. I will show you right away. Give you the example on a live chart. Looking at the chart, you will notice that here the market was bearish, right? If you check very well, you see that the market was bearish all along this zone. You can see the market was bearish because you will notice it is forming lower highs and lower low, right? So now all of a sudden, after market being bearish for some time, you notice a higher high form. You notice that the bearish didn't continue, rather it breaks your previous high, right? It breaks it above it, showing you that now the market wants to change direction. So this is where your Quasimodo strategy will come in. So immediately you notice this on your chart, what you do is for you to wait for the price to your entry strategy is for you to wait for the price to return to the Quasimodo level. This is the level, right? You mark out the breakouts where it break out the swing low. You mark it from here to this zone. Then you wait for it to come to this level. That is your number one criteria, right? Don't rush because confirmation truly matters in this strategy. I hope you wait for confirmations before you take in any trade, right? So now once it comes to this zone, you enter your trade, right? Taking your long position. You can even wait after the close of this candle, or you take it just immediately after here. Now your stop loss would be, you place your stop loss, since it's a bullish market, it's a buy market, you place your stop loss in the last swing low. And where is the last swing low? Here is the last swing low that happens, right? So you can place your stop loss just beneath this place, right? If you are a conservative trader. But if you are a very conservative trader, you can put your stop loss or here. I hope you get. But me, I like putting my stop loss just here. In most cases, I like putting my stop loss just here because it hardly actually play around and comes to take you out just like that. Most of the time, this strategy really works a lot. It really works a lot. So now, after you place your stop loss, you take profits now. So, but in the bearish scenario, remember we did I showed you the chart on bearish scenario, the illustration on bearish scenario before. So if it is a bearish scenario, you put your stop loss in the last swing high, just above it. I hope you get. So this is a bullish scenario. Remember, the market was bearish, then we have a change of character, right? We have a change of character here, which broke our previous high, right? That is our previous higher low. So what will happen now is that we'll set our TP we'll just target the nearest swing point. So now let's look at the nearest swing point. This should be our first TP. This is the nearest swing point here. This should be our first TP, right? Let's mark it out. And our TP2, you can either put it here. The TP2 can go as far as this swing because that's the most valid one I can see, right? So here will be our TP2. Right? So, or you can just set your second target to be the next support and resistance zone, available resistance zone that is closest to you that you analyze in the market, right? So now with this proper risk management, these trades can give you an excellent risk reward ratio. So all you need to do is to apply proper risk management if you want to trade this particular strategy. This strategy works perfectly, and our advice, if you are a beginner trader especially, the time frame to you use in trading this particular strategy, you should start from 1 hour time frame upward. Yes, don't use a lower time frame for maybe like 30, 15 minutes or 5 minutes. No, you should start from 1 hour time frame if you want to trade this strategy, and you need a very good win rate with high probability setup, right? So use the 1 hour time frame upward for our weekly and so on. So if you're a scalper, this strategy works perfectly. Also, if you're a day trader, it works. If you're a swing trader, this strategy works perfectly. That's why you see some people, you keep wondering how they get the sniper entries. How are they able to get sniper entries? And how are they able to know that, okay, this market will go to this zone and turn just immediately? They will set their limit order in so place. Sometimes you keep wondering, how did they do this? This is part of it. Just know a working strategy. Know how the strategy works. Know where the market is going. Put your pending order around that zone. Make sure your stop loss is in place, right? Make sure your stop loss is in place. Once everything is set, you're good to go. You don't need to keep watching the market and so definitely the market will definitely play with your emotion if you keep watching it. So just set your TP and your SL, then drop your phone or laptop or whatever you're using and do other things. Do other important things. You don't always have to be on the chat looking at the screen. If the market is consolidating or the market had some little pullback, you keep getting these fears and emotions, and you might end up cutting the trade, and before you know it, that market will definitely go to your TP finally. So, or maybe you get out of the trade because of fear, and once you get out of the trade, maybe you come back and you see the trade going to your TP zone, for example, and you just, because you lack proper risk management, you jump into the trade, you want to follow it to your TP. You are creating a very long SL for yourself, which is not a good risk management. Let's say your SL is supposed to be around this zone, right? Let's say your SL is supposed to be around this zone, for example, but because you entered late, right, your SL will now be you entered the trade maybe around this zone, and there's a pullback. What will happen? If you don't have good accounts, that market might not hold you. And if there's a pullback, and the pullback, maybe the trade didn't play out well, because not all trades are 100% perfect, right? There are winning trades and there are losing trades. So let's say this trade now comes back and take care. Just imagine what you will lose if your SL is around the zone. And or let's say you put your SL here, right? This market comes, take you out and continue. You see, those who entered around this zone are the most luckiest, right? So what I usually do, I enter around the zone. Once I'm in good profits, I move my SL to break even, right? If I want to target TP2 or the most recent, if it is a buy, let's say I want to target the most recent support or resistance. If it is a buy, the support. If it is a sell, the resistance. And if it is a buy, the resistance, right? I want to target the resistance. If it is a sell, I want to target the support, right? So let's say I want to do it that way. What I usually do is that if this market goes to my TP1 and I want to hold that trade that long, I would shift my stop loss to just below this zone, because sometimes the market might want to have some little pullbacks and it might take you out if your SL is too tight, right? I will take my SL just below this zone and wait for this pullback. You see what happened here? It came here but didn't take me out, right? Then it's continued going. I hope you get this. Now, a lot of people might say that this strategy looks like the head and shoulder strategy. Let me explain. They are similar, but they are not the same. Let me explain. Now, let's say this is bearish Quasimodo. Right? Let's say this is bearish Quasimodo. I just want you to understand one simple thing, so you know they are not the same. They are almost similar, but they are not the same. Right? We have, this is bearish one, right? It came back to test here. I will show you the difference just a little bit. Now, this is head and shoulder strategy. Take it same height, and we have this, came back at test, and this, right? And we have our entry zone. Here is the left shoulder, right? Here is the left. All these are bearish scenario, right? Here is the left, and here is the right shoulder. Right shoulder, right S. Here is the left S. See? Is the left, right? And this here, how would you know the difference now? you notice that, get your trend line, let's get your trend line. You notice that on the Quasimodo, you see, this is the Quasimodo trading scenario. You see that there is a slope. The breakout is usually longer than, you must see that it's above the area. It must break out. You must see that breakout. This is the bearish scenario, like I said. I hope you get. But in head and shoulder strategy, you see it's equal in most cases. It's because all this works. These two works for reversal. Yes, the both of them work for reversal strategy. You can apply same this thing, but there's a difference. I hope you get. So if you're trading, because let's say because you don't know about the Quasimodo strategy, you might want to avoid this trend when you see something like this. No, you can, since you now understand how it works, you can take it. You can take the trade. I hope you get this now. So these are my tips for my beginners. Before you go hunting Quasimodos everywhere, keep these tips in mind, please. Always confirm the pattern with support and resistance or supply and demand zone. Right? So also wait for candlestick confirmation. Don't enter blindly. The higher the time frame, the stronger the signal. Remember this, please, always. Start from 1 hour time frame, like I said, to 4 hours daily. They work perfectly, depending on the kind of trader you are. Don't go to lower time frame, please. Don't choose this on lower time frame, right? So now, and another advice I will give to you is that once a strategy is working for you perfectly and is giving you good win rates, please do not complicate things. This strategy is one of the best and easiest strategy out there. Stop complicating things, jumping from one mentor to another. Please stop complicating things. Stick to strategies that give you high win rates. You get any strategy that gives you high win rates, just stick to it. And that's the Quasimodo trading strategy for you. Simple, powerful, and effective once you practice spotting it. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a like and subscribe to AFTechTrades for more trading strategies every week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!